Welcome back everyone to another day trading stream. This time we're not going to be doing live trading though. We're going to go right into November recap, which is just mind-blowing because some crazy stuff happened in November that pretty much has never happened before. So I can't wait to share that with you. Quick little itinerary. We're going to do less than 10 minutes recap. That's it for this video. And then we're going to move to a quick Q&A session, and then we're going to be wrapping it up. This video should be no longer than 15 minutes, ideally less. Day trading recap first, then swing trading recap, and then plans moving forward. And then, like I said, the Q&A session, which I have some Q&As already wrapped up that you guys asked before this stream. But if you guys want to ask any during the stream, I'll go ahead and answer those at the end. Feel free to either comment in Discord or in the YouTube live chat. Let's get into things, and let me switch over to the trading screen. So here you go. I made a little bit of a blog post on Trade Journal. So last month I really titled this "Small Caps Dried Up Big Time While Big Large Cap Swings." Now you guys know I had a little bit of a tricky session, or hopefully you guys know if you're watching the streams, I had a little bit of a tricky time day trading last month, and that kind of comes down to two things. We'll talk about those in just a second. But before we talk about those, look at what happened. Last month, I walked away with negative $675 day trading, and I made $16,000 swing trading. How crazy is that? Now, here are the stats, a little bit blurry or a little skewed, but I can actually show you guys them also on a bigger screen in a second, so I can do that. But for now, look at this. So I only traded 139 times last month in November. That's crazy. I almost never trade that little. Usually I'm doing 20 trades a day. There's about 20 trading days in a month. I'm doing like around 400 trades in a month. And oftentimes I'll even be over 500 because I'll do like closer to 25, sometimes 30 trades a day. And it just really shows you how little I traded last month. I wasn't able to keep any of my profits pretty much, and look at this, a 52% win ratio. My average is 67%, so that's really bad. Average win and average loss, so my risk reward right here, I'm risking 2.5% to make 1.6% is basically my average. So this is horrible. The last few months we've had a positive risk reward, sometimes even going close to 1 to 2 for the month, which is insane. So I don't know what happened last month besides the fact that I just did horrible day trading, and I do kind of know. Here's what happened. Two things. Small caps were totally dried up. Now, there was some opportunity. I'm not saying there was no opportunity. It's just my classic small cap gap and go strategy, momentum front side, was very few and far between. Sometimes we get these really nice random runners. They're like basically large caps, or exactly like we're seeing with NIO, for example, or Rev, REV. Not Rev. It doesn't matter. Maybe it'll pop up in a second. Either way, these tickers are like multi-day runners, but they might happen late, that big pop, or maybe a little bit of pre-market, but within very light volume. And usually I'm not trading tickers that are up only 40%. I want to see north of 40%, and I want to see tickers trending over the 9 EMA and the 5 EMA. And if you guys want to know more about my specific strategy, check out this video. It's a few months old, but it's more true than ever before. I basically stopped doing everything that wasn't working, and I show you guys 17 days of example trades to work through. I think this is a really, really good recap video to watch. Now, coming back here to this one. So first of all, just like my classic strategy wasn't there. So I just started doing a bunch of different things, which is not really the best idea, but this time it really paid off, and I'm trying to learn a little bit more my swing trading strategy. And I know there's a lot of questions that you guys are asking about my swing trading strategy. I wrote a few down, and I'm going to address them right at the end of this video. But going forward here, there's another reason I didn't do that well trading, and that's exactly because I wasn't really mentally there. I was really busy looking at my swing trades, and that took a lot of my attention and emotional energy. And you guys know, as traders, we only have so much energy, so much like finite resources that we can dedicate to trading. And then after like 2.5 hours, I'm pretty shot and I need to call it. And oftentimes I was so focused on my swing trading that's really where all my energy went. And I think this is really where you guys are going to be probably a little bit more interested in for this video. Let's look at this for a second. I made 24 trades. 2 I have yet to close. Actually, they just closed. They're big losers, so it's going to reduce it for December or October a little bit. But hopefully we'll make some of those losses back. But 22 trades, 18% win, 18 of those wins, 81% win ratio, with a basically 1 to 8 risk reward. Really, really solid, and kept most of my profits there. So I'll show you guys a few of those trades in a second, but that really shows like I really, really cleaned it up now with swing trading. So I'm going to focus on that, and I'll show you guys those trades in a second. Now, what I'm not going to focus on in this video so much are the insights, P&L calendar, running P&L. I usually dive into my insights quite a bit. That's my, all my charts. You can see what time of day I'm trading the best at. Way more graphics and statistics. I'm not going to dive into it so much this video. Again, if you guys want to see my actual day trading statistics and strategy, again, I highly recommend this video. Just search the only day trading strategy worth trading, and I'll link it in this video as well if you're watching this on replay. Now, a few things going forward I'll talk about, and then we'll show you guys some real trades. So first of all, going forward, fewer options. I was a little all over the place with options. I don't regret it. It was really interesting, and I want to keep doing it a little bit, but I definitely was tripping over myself. So intraday day trading on the SPY, for example, with options, I think that's like definitely the most interesting thing for me, especially when nothing else is moving. So I'll probably keep doing that occasionally. But in terms of like swing trading, normal stocks, I need to do more studying before I get back into it. That's how I had most of my big losers. Swing trading, and the reason for that is because sometimes I'll have that perfect setup, but then I'll actually end up losing because I didn't have the right strike price, I didn't have the right expiration, but the stock actually did what I expected it to do, but my timing or my strike price were off, so I need to do a little bit more studying there. Swing trading in general, look for those classic momentum setups, but on the larger time frame, like the 15-minute and 4-hour, that's fundamental. And then accumulate the price below VWAP. So I want to look for multi-day swing. I want to do classic front side. I want to do my front side strategy, but basically on a larger time frame, and that means buying when the price is ideally below VWAP, so closer to bigger support, but on an overall larger time frame of a front side. That's what I kept messing up on the second half of this month, and it was really, really frustrating. Next thing here is on day trading is really getting back to the basics. Again, watch this video. I was a little all over the place with my day trading. I want to get aggressive earlier on, especially with size. Sometimes I make 10% on the day, but I'm trading like $2,000 instead of like doing $20,000. I don't know why. So my conviction, my confidence has been a little bit lower with the day trading, a little bit stressful. And then keep trading tickers on the front. Keep trading tickers on the front side with smaller size. Oftentimes, I stop trading the ticker way too soon, just because I don't trust the market we're in. And I should keep trading those just with smaller size. I need to get my feet wet constantly, and I just need to get more and more exposure. I really don't know why I've traded so bad last month. Besides, obviously, the big points here that my mind was a little bit on large caps and swing trading, and overall I was trying to do a lot of unorthodox things, and these small caps were a little bit, dirty, I would say, relative to the normal action. Now, really quickly here, with some of the day trading, right out of the gates, I want to show you guys that my biggest win and my biggest losers were options trades. So that really highlights the fact that I was all over the place. You can check out these trades. I'll leave all the links in this post, and I'll post it in the video below, or the comment below. So I'm not going to review these too much. But again, I was doing things very unorthodoxly. Now, to get into the swing trades really fast, which I know you guys are interested about, this is really where I had some really good experience basically doing the front side strategy, but zoomed out. So on the 50-minute, on the 4-hour, on the daily, but then getting those really good entries. So for example, let's look at some of these. Okay, so here's coin selling off, found really, really big support. I'm buying here, I'm holding for a multi-day hold. Now we're popping up near big resistance, and I'm closing. So classic, front side. Especially it's like starting here. This is a little bit more of like a backside support line bounce. I know 45 was big support at the time, so that's why I traded this one. And I took profits here. then I had this big sell off and I took more profits here. Not the cleanest trade, a little bit choppy, but I had overall swing trading has been just so choppy. But this is a just a classic trade where, you know, buy off the support, sell into the resistance. And what I've been doing the last 2 weeks of November, totally messing me up, is I've been holding or not holding, but I've been buying too late. So basically doing the same thing that I was doing, but now I'm just buying too late, and I'm buying kind of like I'm day trading. That's really messing me up. So need to buy near bigger support. Again, here, Coinbase trade, bought this breakout, starts, you know, moving higher, and then I take profits here. Now, this one was almost more like a day trade, but that was not my original intention. I just didn't like how much it slowed down, so I ended up closing that one. Classic options trade. I could do a whole separate video about options, so I don't really want to talk about that too much. Here's a setup where, again, we came back down to huge support. I bought on that support zone. On the daily, I marked that support a little bit more, and then as we came back to resistance, I started taking profits. So really classic support and resistance trading, and that's really what's making the most money. Even with Airbnb, for example, actually I cut this trade. This one's not so interesting. I had another Airbnb trade worth talking about right here. Nope, also not it. Where? I don't know, maybe I'll find it. Anywho, so another coin trade here where, again, you know, we're on a nice front side. You can find big support here on the 5-minute. I'm buying off that support, and then I'm looking for rallies into either the open or multi-day hold. And these are just, you know, again and again and again paying off. And I did cut a lot of these positions when I lost confidence, or there was too much choppiness, or there's big macro news. I would end up closing a lot of these positions because I was like, I don't have a lot of trust or conviction. And, you know, sometimes in the end, just waiting for those pops, it would have worked. And a big reason this strategy is working right now is because a lot of these large caps are just so sold off. So I think there's a lot of value in just waiting for that right price action where, again, look, I'm buying off of support, and here's a big time run. Now, I held this one a little bit longer because I thought we were going to get a move here somewhere in this area back above 76 and then continuation. But when we had multiple fails, and then here we had a failed move as well, I ended up closing this one on the way down because I was like, this is taking too long. I think I talked about this one in depth a little bit more on a different video, but ultimately buy support, sell resistance, very simple trading right now, and then look to hold for a multi-day swing is basically my current swing trading strategy. Very straightforward. Now with day trading, it's kind of like where I'm just looking for that move over VWAP, and I'm going to trade that continuation, look for as much continuation as possible. While with day trading, I'm basically zooming out, looking for that 4-hour support and resistance, and then ideally buying under VWAP on the intraday so I don't have a high entry. So quickly, questions here that I got. Am I going to be doing a dividend portfolio because I've been, branching out to so many different things? No, especially in my Roth IRA, I'm not going to be doing a dividend portfolio. Not interested in that. And then second thing is, if I do a dividend portfolio, it will be outside of my Roth IRA, but I am not interested in doing that. If I really was, I would have been building that probably like 6 to 8 months ago before we entered the full entire bear market. Otherwise, there's one more question here. Will I keep day trading or am I doing swing trading to replace my day trading? And the answer to that is I will keep day trading. I think I'll always keep day trading. I absolutely love day trading, and I want to get really good at trading front side momentum. Right now, it's not the market for that really, but I think it's coming back up, and we're getting multi-day runners as well. So I think that's really interesting. Bit more for swing trading, but again, we're getting that momentum coming back. So that's really exciting. Now, I do believe that my day trading momentum strategy will top out about $250,000 in my trading size. So that basically means if I have, let's say, $1 million in my Roth IRA, I won't be able to fully allocate all that. So I want to come up with a swing trading strategy long-term that I can allocate my additional capital into. And that's why I'm practicing right now swing trading so much, and I always will on the side because I want to, in the future, be able to allocate more capital.